In this lesson, we will learn how to prepare an image for use in a submission to coastarts.org. You have seen in a previous lesson how important images are on the pages of coastarts.org. Here you see some of the images on our site pages. When you submit a listing for an artist, presenter, venue, or event, one image will be required. The image included with the submission for an artist, presenter, or venue will be seen in the directory listing next to the synopsis or short description. The image for an event is seen in the results list from an event search. That same image that you submitted will be seen in the detail page as well for the artist, presenter, venue, or event listing. Images for submissions should be chosen to best represent the artist, presenter, venue, or event with a single image. For example, an artist could pose for the image, or have an action shot of them creating their art, or the image could be simply one of their representative art pieces. A presenter could use their logo. An event could use the image of the poster of the event or an image from a press release. A venue image could be an exterior or interior of the venue's building. Regardless of what type of submission, the image will need to have common requirements to work with our listing system. The image should be of a portrait orientation, or more vertical, and there is a minimum dimension for both width and height measured in pixels, or dots on the screen. The image should be at least 500 pixels wide by 600 pixels tall. On a PC, one can right-click on a file name or icon in a File Explorer or Open File dialog and choose Properties. In the dialog box that appears, you can see the dimensions in the Details tab. Apple users can use Command-I to show the image information. As you can see here, if the image submitted was too small, it will result in a fuzzy image in the listing. Also, if you do submit a landscape-oriented image, the sides will be cropped off automatically by the system. In addition to the dimension requirements, the image file size is required to be less than 2 megabytes for speed of uploading and conservation of server space. Many images are larger than this, especially those that are from the newest cameras and scanners. One must check the size of the image chosen for submission. As with the dimension information, on a PC one can right-click on a file name or icon in the File Explorer or Open File dialog and choose Properties. In the dialog box that appears, you can see the file size in the General tab. Apple users can use Command-I to show the image information. Common sources of the images for submissions are the camera or phone or tablet, the scanner, and images downloaded from the internet web pages. Many times one will find that images from the newest cameras or scanners are too large of a file and will need to be resized to a smaller file for uploading to our site. On the other hand, many images found on the web are too small in dimension, and if so, should not be used. Another consideration is that the content be mainly centered in the image, since some cropping is done by our server that processes the submission. Also, only the common image file types are accepted, those being JPEG, BNG, or GIF file types. To correct images for submission that are landscape or lack center focus, one should create a cropped or padded version of the image. This can be done with image processing software or with an image editing website. Here you see is an example of the same landscape image being cropped in the top result and being padded in the bottom. In most cases, just cropping will do the job. Here are some examples of software or websites that will allow the cropping, sizing, or padding of images. Note that we do not recommend using Photoshop as it is for advanced users and is expensive. Picasa from Google is free and easy to use, but must be downloaded and installed on your computer. The free-use website shrinkpictures.com allows uploading an image and then downloading a copy of the image with a new maximum image dimension. Also, the free site lunapic.com has menus of tools to upload and process images, including cropping and resizing the resulted downloaded copy. See the resources in the course menu for links to these software packages or sites. If you want to learn more about how to use the Picasa program to crop, size, or pad an image, we have an optional video you can watch on YouTube. Just search YouTube with the words "How to Edit Images" for the Oregon Coast Council for the Arts website. Let's review what we have learned in this lesson. Automatic sizing and cropping is done by our web server on each image submitted, making it a portrait image for the list and detail page of the listing. Image dimensions should be at least 500 by 600 pixels. File size of the image file cannot be larger than 2 megabytes. File formats can be JPEG, PNG, or GIF. You should choose the image wisely to allow for automatic cropping, and you may need to edit the image prior to submission. Remember, our site is not a portfolio site to show your entire set of works. This completes this lesson's video. You now will do 2 exercises to test your understanding of the lesson. Following those exercises is the quiz for you to take to complete the lesson.